Another standing video. This might be a new trend. I don't know. Hey friends, it's your good friend Tim Campbell-Smith, and today I am giving anybody who's coming into first year university advice from someone in second year university. Congrats, you've made the decision, you're going to university, and you're getting prepped and ready. Let me tell you, first year university sucks. Take it from someone who survived a rather difficult first year. I'm gonna give you all the advice, a bunch of advice that I got, but a bunch of advice I didn't get, but I think you want to hear. Because let me tell you, first year university is not designed to weed you out. It is designed to acclimatize you and get you ready for the rest of university, but that can be a very steep learning curve. I'm going to keep this short, sweet, simple, to the point. Please know I go to Laurier, so this is kind of influenced by Laurier, but this applies to anyone at any university who's starting out in first year. Before we go too far, make sure you like and subscribe for all things higher ed, business, mental health, life. Okay, first tip, and I might get in trouble for this, but I'm gonna say, during your first few weeks, I want you to pack your schedule. Pack your schedule so tight that your mom becomes concerned for you. Sign up to do all the activities, do all the things, but also build in wiggle room. Build in time to do top activities that you hadn't thought of or that popped up, or if you want to stay at one activity a little bit longer, and I want you to also build in time to sleep in, time to take naps in the middle of the day. Do it all. In fact, I want you to approach overwhelm and balance that out with some self-care time, with some community care time, with that wiggle room and that sleep time. There's so much to do, and a lot of people cite especially first week and orientation week and orientation month activities as the biggest place where they make friends. So pack in for that first week to that first month, sign up to do all the things. My next piece of advice for someone coming into university, do whatever the heck you want to do. I swear to God, do whatever you want to do. You want to go to those activities? Go to it. You want to go even though you don't know anyone else going? Go. Because you will make friends. That's why I say this. You will make friends. You will meet people anywhere you go, everywhere you go, and anything you do. And anything you choose not to do and you replace your time with, you'll find people. As long as you interact with people. If you're deciding I don't want to go to this event because that's not for me, that's cool. But if you're only replacing that by going and sitting alone in your bedroom, in your residence room, and not talking to people, maybe that's not as fruitful. But actually do whatever you want, because you're going to meet people everywhere you go. Speaking of which, talk to people. You would be shocked how many people are so scared all the time. And I know this is me. I'm a potent extrovert, but new social situations freak me out. And it took a while of me realizing okay, no one's talking to me, so I'm gonna talk to them. Literally just say hello to someone who is sitting beside you, who's standing beside you, in class, at events, whatever. Because I bet you so much money that they are dying for someone to say hi to them. My next advice for incoming first years, stay ahead, stay on schedule with your readings and your homework. This was advice given to me by one prof at the start of my first year, and trust me, I so experienced this. It is 100 times easier to stay on track than it is to fall behind. Quick story. In my criminology class, we had a final assignment worth 40% of the final grade. It was massive, and you had to work on it throughout the entire semester. It was truly, and because of the nature of the assignment, you had to work on it week by week. I did that for 2 to 3 weeks, and then I kind of stopped. Actually, there were 2 assignments like this. One worth 40%, one worth 10% that you had to work on throughout. Both of them I worked on every single week for 3 weeks, and then I just stopped for 3 or 4 weeks. And oh my God, it was so much work to catch up on that missed work and that missed time. So stay on top of your readings and your schedule and your homework. It is way easier to stay up to date than it is to fall behind. And if you do fall behind, develop a plan to catch up and stick to that plan. Next, my next tip is from a student perspective, but also I've been an instructor in a college and university, and I've told my students this, and now I've seen it. Oh my God, if anything goes wrong in your life, Tell your prof immediately. Tell your instructor immediately. Even if you think things are starting to go sideways, tell them. So if you're noticing consistent cramps that are really painful and debilitating for like 2 or 3 days, tell your prof. If you're struggling with your thoughts and you have brain fog and you're struggling to get out of bed and it's been 2 or 3 days, tell your prof. A lot of people only approach profs and instructors for extensions and for special permissions after a deadline has passed or when it's like the day of a due date and it's too late. All of this can be combated by telling your prof immediately if something is wrong in your life, because then you're being proactive. They're more likely to grant you extensions and special opportunities. My next piece of advice, find out what you're paying for and use those services. To just make an illustration, at Laurier, my tuition, what I actually pay to be able to walk in the building, sit in a class, and learn is $6,600. But I pay an additional $1,300 in additional fees for student services. And that number would be higher, but I've opted out of the health plan. You pay so much money for services, and it's for services to make sure that you succeed and you get ahead. So find out what services you're paying for and that you have access to and use them. Go see the counselor. Use academic advising. Go to the writing center. Get a referral to a psychiatrist. Start a business with a business advisor. Pick up the swag bag. You name it. Find the services you pay for because you're paying a lot of money for them and use them. My student union put on a couple days where they brought in therapy dogs. Trust and believe, I went and I cuddled the heck out of those puppies for an hour because that's what my student fees pay for. Talk to strangers is my next tip. Yes, make friends. I had a prof, I was complaining about like not making friends and what I can do to make more friends. And I had a prof say that we're in a cohort right now of people who are socially stunted, partially because of the pandemic, partially because of technology and lots of other things. People don't talk to each other. So, like I said before, literally like say hello to the person sitting beside you in class. Literally like if you're waiting in the hall, talk to someone, smile at them. This is the one time where I don't want you to listen to your mothers. I want you to talk to strangers. My next piece of advice for first year university, go to office hours. If you're unfamiliar with the concept, every single prof at every university has to have something called office hours, which is dedicated time just to support students. It's usually 1 to 2 hours a week, and it's always like in the same day, same time. It could be online, it could be in person. Go to office hours. Go to office hours for help. Go to office hours to have your assignments looked over. Go to office hours for review, for midterms or exams. This is a great way to build relationships with your profs, especially if the day ever comes when you want a letter of recommendation from them for grad school or for a job or an opportunity. But also, I found when I went to office hours, especially for like exam prep, they gave me hints or just like straight up questions that would be on the exam. So go to office hours. My final tip for your first year of university is I want you to try lots of different spots. Go to many different physical spaces. Try to find new places to eat. Try to find new coffee shops. Try to find new study spots. Don't get complicit. Don't get bummed out if you're not enjoying all the spots that you found. Keep looking for spaces. There may be another space on campus or near your school where you love and you love being. A week after my last exam, I was on campus at Laurier Brantford, and I was doing some photos for my Pinterest of the campus, and I found this beautiful study spot that I was like, why didn't I know about this before? And someone had alluded to it. It's a study spot in what we call the S.C. Johnson building, and it wasn't until I was there that I was like, oh my gosh, this is my favorite. So I will be back there next year. And I didn't realize that until I was exploring at the end of the year. So definitely explore physical spaces. And those are my top tips for your first year of university. If you've also made it through first year university, definitely comment and let me know what your top tips are. Otherwise, I say embrace it all, do it all. Like try to pack in, especially your first year, because it is so monumental, it's so influential to what the rest of your university career will be like. So really embrace it all, and a little bit of preparation goes a long way when it comes to your first year of university. Otherwise, make sure you like and subscribe for all things higher ed, mental health, business, and life. Otherwise, we'll chat soon. Bye for now.